Hi guys, for today's recipe we're making this simple mashed potatoes with lambs. Okay, I've been craving this food for a very long time. Like, I really like mashed potatoes, so today I decided to just make some. I can't do this without giving you guys a very simple recipe, so let's get started. For the lambs, I got the shoulder to rib area, and that's what we're going to use for this recipe. So I'm just going to season this with my dry spices. I'm going to use my all-purpose seasoning, my EGYE spices, my ginger and garlic spices, and I'm also going to add some pepper, and I'm just going to add my seasoning. I'm going to list all the ingredients in the caption. Please just check it out so that it becomes simple for you. Now make sure you season this very well with enough spices. I'm adding this Portuguese seasoning because I love using it for recipes like this. I'm just going to add my seasoning cube, and that's it. Just add some oil for moisture and then combine everything together. Give it a good mix and you have your well marinated lambs. Okay, you're just going to marinate it for 30 to an hour just so that the seasoning can properly go inside that. So whilst that is marinating, we're going to work on our potatoes. Now, to make your mashed potatoes, you need your Irish potatoes, okay? Not the sweet one. You can use the sweet one. You can mix the two, but we use Irish potatoes for this recipe. Now, I'm just going to peel, cut, and wash everything, and then transfer this into my saucepan. Add some water, add some salt to taste, and then cover it and let this boil very well. You're just going to cook it so the potatoes becomes very, very soft for you to be able to mash it, okay? Now, my potatoes is very soft now. I'm just going to check it and see if it's properly soft for me to start mashing, and it is very, very soft, so we're going to start mashing. Now, there are 3 different ways you can use to mash your potatoes, but I'm going to use 2 of them in this recipe. Now I'm going to use my masher, and I'm just going to mash my potatoes like this. Make sure every part of that potatoes is well mashed. That way you can have a very smooth and creamy potatoes. But there's a trick to this. Sometimes when you use this method, you can still be tasting chunks of the potatoes in that mashed potatoes. So I like to use 2 methods for this recipe. You can see that the potatoes is looking very good now, but there are still chunks of potatoes in it. So I'm just going to use the other method, and that is a sieving method. That way you're going to get a sieve and then put that potatoes in it and start sieving that into your saucepan. This way it will mash every chunks of potatoes that may be in it, okay? After that, just transfer this into your saucepan and you have your well mashed potatoes. Trust me, when you use this method, you're going to really like it. It's going to be very smooth and creamy. You can already see in the video. Now, to make a very, very creamy potatoes, we're going to use butter, unsalted butter, and then full cream milk. But before we do that, I'm going to just add a little bit of pepper to this, just a little secret. And I'm going to add that unsalted butter to it. Please make sure your butter is unsalted so that it doesn't make your mashed potatoes salty. Now, just give it a good mix, put it on fire, reduce the heat a bit, and then add your milk. Now you can use milk or you can use heavy cream. Any of them works, but it's nicer if you use heavy cream, or you can mix the full cream with normal milk. But because of the cost of heavy cream now, please just use milk and be free. It's going to taste the same. Now just mix everything together. Make sure the heat is very, very low, and then combine this. You can see how creamy this is looking, and your mashed potatoes is ready. This is a simple way to make it, and I believe you can all do that. Now to make our lambs, I'm just going to add some butter to this pot, and I'm going to put my lambs or my marinated lambs into it, and then cook your lambs. Now you can just put this in your oven if you don't want to go through the stress, or you can air fry this, but I feel like this method is very nice because it gives it this butter flavor and it's so good like this. Just keep turning it. Make sure that every part of this is well cooked and fried. We're doing double cooking here. We're cooking it and we're frying it as well, and you can see that this is looking very good already. And when that is ready, you can just take it out of the pan, and you can't just eat this like this. You know, when you're making mashed potatoes, you need to bring out some juiciness to it. So I got this barbecue and honey sauce, and I'm going to use that to make a very, very simple creamy sauce. Now I'm going to add my butter, add my barbecue and honey sauce. If you don't get a barbecue and honey, please just buy barbecue sauce. It's better. It doesn't become too sweet. Then I'm going to add a little bit of soy sauce. You can do without the soy sauce. All you need is the barbecue sauce and some chili. So I added some of my full cream to this just to make it a little bit creamy, and I'm going to pour that lamb meat into it, and that's it. My barbecue sauce is ready. You can just buy your barbecue sauce, pour that, add some chili or ketchup to it, and you're good to go, and you have your barbecue sauce ready. That's another method. Now I'm just going to plate my mashed potatoes, add my lamb, and I'm good to go. I hope you guys will try this recipe because this was so good, like really, really good. And you can serve this with anything else if you don't get a lamb. You can serve with wings, chicken, pork, even lamb chops, because this is not lamb chops. Okay, so that is it. I'm just going to add more of the sauce to this and enjoy. Please let me know if you guys will try this recipe, and when you do, let me know how it goes. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share my videos, and enjoy yourself. See you in my next video. Bye.